Hello, my name is Joseph Hemmer. I'm a junior at the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology, and today I will be analyzing the feasibility of solar roads in the transportation industry. Solar roads are a technology that uses photovoltaic cells on roadway surfaces to collect solar energy. There are two primary developers of this technology right now. There is Solar Roadways in the US and Wattway in France. They have very different products, so I'll begin by doing a design overview for both, follow that up with an energy production overview, and then do a cost comparison to end it. Solar Roadways was founded in 2006 in Idaho. It uses interlocking hexagonal solar panels for the roadway surface. It's important to note that the existing surface has to be deconstructed before the panels can be installed. The panels are 4.4 square feet in area and weigh 110 pounds each. They are composed of three primary layers: a tempered glass on top with photovoltaic cells underneath, and then an energy distribution portion. There are no roads using these panels currently open to the public, so all the data is largely based on experimental parking lots, as can be seen in the photo. The glass for these panels has a lot of requirements that it needs to meet. First of all, it needs to be able to withstand the load of traffic. And it has tested, the latest model has tested at 250,000 pounds as a load capacity, and in comparison, the maximum load for a semi-truck is 80,000 pounds. So they are sufficiently strong. Another feature is that it has a hatch texture, and that is so that cars do not slide around on the glass. A drawback of this feature is that the photovoltaic cells underneath will be less efficient. There are heating elements on the panels to melt snow and ice, as well as adjustable LEDs, which can be made into parking lot configurations, traffic signals, and so on. An issue that has been found is dirt and dust buildup. They are developing a hydrophilic glass, which could use rainwater to provide a street-free clean on these, but it's still an issue that they're dealing with. Wattway, on the other hand, was started in 2011 by the company Colas in France. It uses 7mm thick photovoltaic cells encased in silicon that are applied directly to the roadway surface, so there is no deconstruction necessary. A drawback of the thinness of these panels is that they are less efficient than solar roadways and are slightly less durable as well. The first solar roadway ever opened to the public was opened back in this past December. It is a 1 kilometer stretch in Normandy, France. It uses 2,800 square meters of photovoltaic cells and costs $5.39 million. It will undergo a 2-year test to get more accurate figures for durability and energy production. So here I have a preliminary cost comparison. I call it preliminary because it doesn't factor in energy production. First, I have the cost per mile of single-lane road. It should be noted that the figure for solar roadways is based only on material cost, and there will be further costs incurred, such as deconstruction of the existing roadway and installation of the panels, training, etc. Another factor I took into consideration was the lifespan on average for each of the different roadways. And I factor that in by dividing the cost per mile by the lifespan to get a general cost per year of service. As you can see, solar roadways and Wattway are significantly more expensive than concrete and asphalt. However, largely the idea of solar roads is that they will save a lot of money through energy production. When it comes to that, though, there are a lot of obstacles in the way. First of all, the panels are unable to rotate to collect solar rays like normal solar panels can, so they are limited to about 4 hours of optimum energy collection per day. Additionally, extreme latitudes have less sunlight than other areas. Living in South Dakota, the sun never seems to shine during the winter. Additionally, there are shadows from cars, and again, dirt and dust buildup. So it should be kept in mind that predictions for energy production have been made with perfect conditions in mind, largely. That being said, it still doesn't look great. I took the average cost per year and divided by the energy production per year to get a lifetime cost per kilowatt hour. This is where Wattway's lack of energy production really has negative effects. As you can see, its lifetime cost per kilowatt hour is off in its own ballpark. In Table 3, I have the cost per kilowatt hour compared to other types of energy production, and even solar roadways is significantly more expensive than coal and natural gas. So here's the final cost comparison. I have the cost per year and then factored in the energy savings per year based on a 12 cent per kilowatt hour US average to get a final cost per year figure. And solar roads are significantly more expensive than concrete and asphalt, with, for example, solar roadways being 5.7 times more expensive than concrete. So are solar roads feasible? Not right now. They do have potential, but the cost will need to be reduced significantly. Some design refinements are needed, and more data largely is needed before further investment should be made.